Okay, I got my 20-foot batten glued together, and I got my rabbit line established. And you can see that blue line there. I suppose you can see it. But it looks pretty nice, pretty fair. Pretty much the whole way along here. And the bearding line, of course, where the wood goes in, the planking goes in, the bearding line will be somewhat above that. Planking will go in kind of like that. And the bearding line will be up here. So I'll have to establish that yet, but okay, and here's the batten installed. Everything looked pretty good right up until I got to the last 4 feet or so up here. And then it didn't look quite right. It was coming down a little too much way down here. And of course part of that is because this bow is up a little higher, but still it was just not looking right. So I fared this out a little bit more just to give it a nice smooth curve. And it put me right about where you'd want, right in the middle here. And then of course this is going to transition up into the bow stem up here. So yeah, I think that'll work. I was debating on whether I should put the rabbit line on the other side, which I'm sure you should really. But I was debating whether I needed to or not, because when you put the frames in, you bring the frames down to the bearding line. Basically, the frame will set in here, and that little pointy end of the frame will set right on the bearding line, which will be right about in here. And then you level it and whatnot, and you know, of course, the thing is leveling it on the other side here. Then that's going to kind of land where it's going to land once you've leveled it. So I think I'm just going to wait with establishing those lines over there until I start putting frames in. Now, that is going to make it a little more difficult because you're going to have to, you know, establish a mark for your rabbit and bearding lines and pull the frame out or pull the frame up, you know, cut that a couple feet, then drop the frame back in, and then continue on that way. But I think that's going to be about as easy a way to do it as any. The reason I can't just go over and do the lines right now, well, I could. I could put the, you know, because we're establishing everything off of our base, which is the top of these timbers here. But, and you can see I started marking some of my rabbit lines here. But with the whole keel being tilted just a little bit, it's twisted. You know, there's it's true up front and it's twisted a little bit back here, but the top of it is all in line. I shoot a laser down there and the top is all in perfect alignment, so I don't think if the bottom of the keel is tipped out just a little bit, it's going to make a huge difference anywhere. Don't know for sure, but it is what it is. I'm not going to redo it, so. It may just wind up being a little bit more custom fitting everywhere, of course, but it is what it is, so we'll just go with it. I don't know, I'm still debating whether I should bother trying to mark all these rabbit points on this side or not. Because if I come up here, if I would just do like a measurement, now you can see where where the rabbit fell right there. On this side, the rabbit's just a little bit lower. Rabbit line's a little bit lower. On this one, it's just above that. And then on this one, it's just a little above it. Yeah, it's pretty close. What about that one? I don't know if I have that one done or not. That one's about a 1/4 inch down. And this one's about a 1/2 inch down. So yeah, they're off a little bit. So I don't know if I should even bother marking out those rabbit marks. I don't know. I need to think about it some more, I guess.